Welcome back to another episode of Halftime TV. Noranda Brown here, your host, and today we'll be speaking about the Diamond League that comes up on Saturday. In particular, the 110-meter hurdles. The reigning Olympic 110-meter hurdles champion Hansel Parchment, he takes on the dethroned Olympic 110-meter champion Omar Mcleod. So what are we expecting going into this one? I'll be discussing that and more later on in this episode. But before we go any further, shout out to the sponsors: Quick Link Shipping, RS Sports Store, and CSA Shop. The link to each of those located in the description. Now, Omar Mcleod, he's been beaten by Devon Allen of the United States, who will not be participating in this race. And then the next best competitor is Hansel Parchment, the reigning Olympic champion. I'll be going through the list of names that will be taking the starting blocks come tomorrow in the Diamond League in Birmingham, England. All right, so we have Damian Siskier of Poland, season best 13:40, personal best 13:28. We have Cameron Fillery, 13:68 is his season best, personal best 13:46. David King out of Great Britain as well, 13:89. 13:37 is his personal best. We have Orel Manga, 13:57 is his season's best, 13:24 personal best, and Manga comes out of France. We have Azier Martinez, 13:22 is his personal best, first race of the season. Omar Mcleod, former Olympic champion, 13:22 is his season's best. He won this one I think it was early April. He lost to Devon Allen at the Penn Relays as well a few weeks ago. So we'll be going into that a little bit further in the show. Personal best 12:90 for Omar Mcleod. Hansel Parchment 13:15 his season's best, 12:94 his personal best. And then there's Andrew Potsy of Great Britain, 13:28 his season's best, and 13:14 his personal best. Now, a quick enough field. I think Devon Allen is the only other top athlete this year who's missing from this field of athletes. And I think the race in and of itself, it will not be missing much, because we have the dethroned Olympic champion up against a reigning Olympic champion. Now, Hansel Parchment, he had a lot to say going into the race. He wanted to have a race Colin who was representing the Great Britain a few years ago, and Colin was one of those individuals. He's originally from Wales, represented Great Britain, held the European record for I think just about 12 years, world champion, you name it, big name in the world of 110-meter hurdles. But Hansel Parchment, he spoke well going into the 110-meter hurdles that's coming up on Saturday, and I know most folks were interested in what Omar Mcleod had to say. And Omar Mcleod is one of those individuals who, and I've said this before in previous videos, he's not really interested in what people have to say. He felt as if he was hard done by the Jamaican Athletic Association going into the last Olympics. A number of excuses surfaced as to the reasons he wasn't able to put up his best performance going into the trials. Nonetheless, Hansel Parchment, Ronald Levy, they represented Jamaica at the Olympics and they got onto the podium. Hansel Parchment secured gold, Ronald Levy secured bronze. So did we really miss out on Omar Mcleod's presence? You guys can argue that in the comment section. I'll leave it up to you to determine. But what I can say is it's a situation where we select based on performances, and on the day Omar Mcleod didn't show up, he didn't perform, and regardless of the excuses, he did a number of press conferences indicating how he felt about the situation and all of that. Hansel Parchment, he was our success story. He came in, some may say he basically replaced Omar Mcleod, because had everything worked out according to Omar Mcleod, how he planned on it working out, he would have been the one at the Olympics, and who knows, probably he would have been the one with a second gold medal around his neck. Instead, we were left with Hansel Parchment, who ended up traveling to the wrong Olympic village, ended up getting help from a good Samaritan, and ended up securing gold medal for Jamaica. So these two individuals, they will lock horns tomorrow in Great Britain in the Birmingham Diamond League meet. 12.94 Hansa Parchment's personal best, 12.90 Omar Mcleod's personal best. Two of the fastest men Jamaica has produced over 110 meters when it comes down to the hurdles. Hansa Parchment, he spoke glowingly about Colin Jackson. I mentioned him earlier. One who is always humble, who's always relaxed. He mentioned that had he raced with Colin, he would have learned a lot from him. And we know Colin Jackson is seen as a national icon in the United Kingdom when it comes down to the hurdles. And when it comes down to track and field in general, he was one of those individuals who basically he held track and field on his shoulders during a time where not much interest, or it was a transitional period for the United Kingdom when Colin Jackson was taking part, and as such he's held in high regard around all aspects of the country. So Hansa Parchment, very humble, total opposite of Omar Mcleod, who tends to be far more outspoken. Not saying anything is wrong with that, but they're polar opposites. We'll go into this one expecting big performances from both these gentlemen, as they will be representing Jamaica. And we know we're always supporting our Jamaican athletes, regardless of where they are in the world, regardless of where they train. Once they're representing Jamaica, you will expect, and we should be wholeheartedly supporting our athletes whenever they're representing Jamaica. So going into this one, I think it will be a spectacle. We were looking forward to seeing it last week. Last week, was it? Yeah, I think it was last week in the Puerto Rico Classic. We weren't so fortunate. Hansa Parchment, he stepped away victorious ahead of Devon Allen, who I mentioned before. He was the one who beat Omar Mcleod at the pen relays. So Devon Allen beat Omar Mcleod at the pen relays. Hansa Parchment beat Devon Allen at the Puerto Rico Classic. So again, a big race on our hands. We know Elaine Thompson here will be out. We will have Johan Blake on the 100 meter side representing the males from Jamaica. We will have Sharika Jackson as well in the 100 meters. But as it relates to head-to-head competition, this is the one that we will be focusing on. The 110 meter hurdles. Hansa Parchment up against Omar Mcleod, the reigning Olympic champion over 110 meters, up against the dethroned Olympic champion over 110 meters. Will Omar Mcleod upset the field? Will an Omar Mcleod victory even be an upset? We know what he's capable of. His personal best is better than that of Hansa Parchment, but we know Hansa Parchment is progressing and he's getting better and better as the season goes on. He will have something to say. He will want to solidify that claim, basically saying, I deserve to be here and I didn't secure a gold medal at the Olympics just because you were absent, Omar Mcleod. All these questions will be answered tomorrow at the Birmingham United Kingdom Diamond League Classic. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section. The Diamond League is here. This is 2 of 13. Last week we had Doha in Qatar. This week it's a Birmingham Diamond League in the United Kingdom. We're curious to hear who you guys have to win this one. I have Omar Mcleod. I have Hansa Parchment, sorry, but I think Omar Mcleod will give a good account of himself and he will push Hansa Parchment all the way to the finish line. What says you, the viewers and the subscribers? Again, remember, like, share, subscribe, and if you have anything to say whatsoever, leave it in the comment section. We always welcome the feedback. Until next time, enjoy a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.